site. This place will look really good when it gets to summer. It's hidden away, it's not marked on the OS map. There's obviously a sign inviting people to come down here, though also interestingly enough a sign that sort of disinvites people as well. There's a sign that says for the sake of the habitat only small groups and no picnicking, which again we have an ecology movement that rejects people again, and when in fact we should have a situation where both our environments and people are united in use and utility and wild areas for animals. Though it doesn't entirely prohibit us from coming down here, and what a nice place it is. It also incidentally misunderstands a landscape like this. This is both wild and managed. This is clearly a piece of land that was landscaped and manicured by human hands. Everything from its infrastructure, a lovely bridge with the owl motif on the word. It's very, very nice. It's openness, it's not just the infrastructure, the planting, the management of the trees, all talk of a human hand. But the wildness of this dell itself, this valley, it's called Valley Field, and the wildness of the river, the way it's carved through the land tells us of its also non-human nature. This is geography in action. But I'm not here to discuss ecology or modern politics, though entertainingly the parish notice board points out that culture wars have hit this area of Bath and North East Somerset, which is always entertaining. But I'm here to talk about what happened over 1,000 years ago here, and we have the charter of Corsantune, which today is Corston, and this is the River Corston. 1,000 years ago was the River Corsan. I did read that when they were building this railway line, that each and every time a train came along, they had to ask his permission to go through his land. Which what it shows us is that in the 19th century, that Parliament, that the House of Commons hadn't yet become the prime authority in England. Hadn't yet, certainly not the House of Commons. Now, there's always been that clash between democracy and private property, and I don't want to go too far. I don't want to go too into the realms of Marxism about it, because people are entitled to own things. They just are. But some people own too much, way too much, obscene levels of wealth, and that wealth is made on the backs of ordinary people like you and I. So in the tradition of this this channel, I'm going to show the V's to the aristocracy again, even though they did a great benefit in creating such beautiful neoclassical buildings. The Corston itself, not just the hall, the other parts of it, is an extremely pretty village with some extremely pretty buildings built by the owner of this building. But he wasn't doing it for the benefit of us, so we're an afterthought. We are secondary to this. The architect gave us, and the owner gave us, a beautiful set of buildings here, which is fit. They do improve the landscape. They do add something human, proportionate, classical, a small piece of human beauty in a wildish landscape. It is an addition. I was going to say you can't improve nature. You can make additions to nature, but nonetheless, there could have been other ways. They could have given us beautiful buildings, but clearly the left can't give us beautiful buildings. Otherwise, our cities will be full of palaces, but they're not. So I don't want to go too far into Saxon private property, but nonetheless, 2 fingers up to the aristocracy, and then let's go and have a look at this river.